Laura A. Grace here, the author of Dear Author, Letters from a Bookish Fangirl, Teen Lines of Poetry Collection, and Gathering Faith, my upcoming manga, which should be releasing soon. Happy Wednesday! And welcome back to Top 5 Wednesday. I'm so excited for today's prompt. I hope you have just had a wonderful week so far. If you're not familiar with Top 5 Wednesday is, it was formed by Lainey back in 2013. The group is now since on Goodreads, and I will leave a link down below in the description. And basically, Top 5 Wednesday is where our current host, Alex, puts together a series of prompts for Wednesday, and then on that said prompt, on that said Wednesday, we share 5 books, in this case manga, that go with that said prompt. Today's prompt is super awesome, and it is called Brighter Days. This prompt is talking about how, things just are a little bit crazy in the world right now, and we all could just use a smile or a laugh, and so today we're talking about 5 titles that brought a smile to our face. Now I have to admit, I'm really excited for today's prompt because I am a big fan of manga making one happy. I know not all manga makes you laugh or makes you happy, but those are my favorite kinds of manga. It's why I got really into manga after reading my very first full series, Library Wars. And I guess in no certain order, but kicking this off, I am definitely going to mention Library Wars, Love and War. Oh my goodness. I love this series, and I am definitely going to leave a review for you guys here at some point because everyone needs to know how amazing this series is. I love it so very much. And though there's a lot of action in this manga and not all of it is funny, but the bonus stories, oh my goodness, they are hilarious. In fact, I could just read the bonus stories just because I just seen the laughter. Most of them, I think, revolve around Dojo, and just what happens in those bonus stories is absolutely hilarious. I still, even after 2 years of when I first read this series, I can still very vividly remember how I sat on my couch smothering my laughter so I would not wake anybody up because I was just laughing so hard. I, at one point, had tears coming down my face because it was just so funny because things happen to Dojo and it's so out of character for him, the things that happened to him. And one I will say that I remember was about a dog, and it is so cute. Dojo does not think it's cute, but as a reader and knowing things about Dojo, it is amazing. So I definitely recommend this series if you're I want some laughter, but I really want my action, I want my romance. Boom. This series can hook you up. It brings all of the feels, all of the things. I really, really, really love it. It is just such a great series. I hear there's an anime. I wish the light novels had gotten translated in English because they are based off of a series that is a light novel, but it has not been translated here in the States yet. So definitely check out Library Wars. For number 2, it is a recent release, and that is Play It Cool, guys. Oh my goodness. Yes. I love this volume. It was so good. And it's colored. It's colored manga. And it is so pretty. The art is so amazing. But these guys are just so dorky that they're cool. And you just can't help but just laugh and admire them. And again, just think that they're super cool because I was about to say cool again, but I'm pretty sure that'd be the 3rd time I use the word cool outside of using it in the title. But they are just amazing. And I really, really enjoyed each of their stories. And I'm super excited for book 2. But it was just a fun and I want to say almost casual kind of read. I did not expect to laugh as much as I did, but I read the first chapter and then I promptly went back and reread it again just so I could laugh. So lots of fun little goodies in this story that are not only super relatable, but they're just fun to read. They're just fun to read, but it really is a really relatable manga because they do dumb things and they're everyday things. And here's a great example on the cover of him trying to drink the drink, but the lid is still on. How many times have I done this in the past? Just so relatable. So this is a really fun manga. I definitely recommend it as well, especially if you're looking for something that's not purely shoujo or where you have the characters the same age, because each of the guys are a different age, which I thought was a really fun thing. And I do have a full review if you're interested in hearing all of my ramblings. I'll leave a link down below and in the cards. For number 3, it is also a fairly newish title. title, and that is Those Not So Sweet Boys. This was really, really cute. I'm not sure if I laughed when reading this, but I did smile. I love this mangaka's work. I have all of them up to this point. This one, I think, might be the one that made me smile the most, and I love just how we have these different guys. There's a lot of diversity, and diversity I mean by like diverse personalities. And then we have our main girl here. I forget her name. Yeah, Midori, she is so sweet. She is so sweet. I really, really loved her character arc and her character, I should say, because the manga is definitely not finished yet. Volume 2 just got pushed back. I'm not sure when it's supposed to release, but more beautiful art, and I really, really enjoyed this volume. I definitely smiled quite a bit. I'm already shipping a couple here, though I will say major props to this mangaka, because this is one time I could see myself maybe, very, very small maybe, but maybe switching ships, or really sort of like, I really just don't know if things would change, if I'd be like unhappy. So yeah, not a fan of love triangles, and there's no love triangle in this for sure, but still, she does have these 3 different guys, and it's hard not to like all of them because they all are different, but they're all really sweet, despite that the title's saying Those Not So Sweet Boys. So if you're looking for just a fun and light read, I definitely recommend this one. It is very smile-inducing when reading. For number 4, definitely couldn't help but mention it, but Haiku! Yes! Oh my goodness, I love Haiku so much. Definitely love the anime, but I'm slowly but surely reading through the manga and collecting the last few volumes that are releasing this year to like wrap up the manga, which is so surreal because I feel like Haiku has been going on for so long, and to know that it's like over in Japan is really odd. You know what I mean? Very, very odd. But yes, Haiku definitely brings all the laughter. It makes you smile. It makes you feel happy. It inspires you. The characters are amazing. The mangaka just has this incredible way of really wanting you to cheer for everybody, like not just for Hinata and Kageyama, but like and the Karasuno team, but like all of the teams. So definitely can assure that you probably will walk away from Haiku being like, man, all of the teams are amazing. I wish I could meet all of them. Though for me, I'm like, I would love to meet all of them, but I would love to meet Hinata and the Karasuno team. They are my favorite, but this series is so good. Even if you're like not into sports, I would still recommend at least watching the anime because it is so moving and just so inspiring. And again, it brings all the smiles. It makes the world a brighter place. We need more Haiku in our lives. For my last one, I wanted to mention this one because I've read it twice, and that is My Father is a Unicorn. I never see anybody talking about this manga, and I love it. I love it. It is so good. And basically the premise is our main guy here, his name is, Uno, and he is, sorry, his stepdad, or his dad, is a unicorn shifter, and his mom goes out on a business trip, and so the book basically is them living together, them sort of having this growing relationship, and things that happen, and the things that just make Uno go like, oh my goodness, like, what are you doing, Dad, kind of thing. It is so good, and if you love unicorns, I highly recommend like checking it out because it's so good. I laughed quite a bit, laughed as much a second time as I did the first time, and I am definitely in due of a reread of this because it's just such a great story. It's not every day you get to read about unicorns. And I will say too that this book is really clean, and the mythology aspect is really good, and I just love the dad because he's so sweet and so caring, and just sometimes his unicorn self plays such a huge role that makes things very, very funny. And because I had to do an honorable mention, because like I said, I have quite a few, I feel like manga that make me smile because I want my manga to make me smile. But for the last one, I definitely have to do a shout out to Beauty Pop because I love this series. It is so much fun, and I laughed and smiled so much through like just this whole series. The characters are amazing. Our main girl here, Kiri, is a hoot. Like, she has just such sort of a laid back but sometimes straightforward kind of like personality that clashes with our main guy, Narumi, and just shenanigans ensue. And then you just throw in the beauty aspect of cutting hair, doing makeup, and having these makeovers, and it is fantastic. Beauty Pop is such a good manga. I really, really, really enjoy this one, and it's another one that I just had to do a shout out to because, again, it makes me smile, makes me happy, and hopefully it'll make other people happy too when they read it. And those are all the titles I want to share for Top 5 Wednesday, though I could have shared more, definitely could have shared more, but let me know if you have read any of these titles and what are some titles that you love that make you smile and just make your world happier. I would love to hear from you, friends. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!